everyone, I'm Tiffany from the spot.
And I'm Ron.
We just got finished interviewing the Hate My Love Life team, and we have a sneak peek for you guys.
Take a look.
Besides, you already have a husband. All the podcasts say that I am the prize.
If he is the prize, then I want to lose.
Because it might take an actual miracle to get the two of you back together. I'm going to have the two of you go on dates with other people to see if the grass really is greener on the other side. How was your exercise this week?
Gather round, it's time to hear the vibe. We're dropping truth, no need to hide. Welcome to the spot where the real talk unfolds. Major insights, wait till you behold. Tiara leads the way, shining like a star. With Ron and Tiffany, they gon' raise the bar. Soulful rhythms, we're here to inspire. Listen close, we're gonna take you higher.
Hey, it's Tiffany with the spot with the cast of I Hate My Love Life. And the writer director, Tiffany Jackman, is with us, and she's going to let us know what the movie is about.
Hi, yes. So I Hate My Love Life is the story of a couple in their 50s who have been married forever and they're getting on each other's last nerve. So they go to a relationship therapist who suggests if you think the grass is greener on the other side, why don't you go on dates with other people and see what happens? And through the course of the film, they see what happens.
I'm so happy to have you on the show today. We have the cast and behind the scenes director and producers of I Hate My Love Life. And I had the privilege of seeing this while I was at Martha's Vineyard African American Film Festival. And it was amazing. And you guys commanded the room, and the room erupted with laughter and everything. I can tell that it was a fan favorite.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
We're really happy to have you on the show. My first question, and then I'll kick it over to Ron. Um, I wanted to ask how you guys got Terry Vaughn and Reggie Hayes and Roy Woods Jr. to be attached to the project.
Sure. Well, I can take that. So, first, my name is Tiffany Jackman. I'm the writer and director and one of the producers on the project. And so I've been directing for a while. And I directed a project that Reggie Hayes was in a couple of years ago, and we've stayed in touch ever since. And Reggie reached out to me randomly, like we're Facebook and Instagram friends and everything. And he was like, "Hey, could you write something for me?" I was like, "I want to do something," and I'm like, I grew up watching Girlfriend, so I was like,
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly. That was like a no-brainer. I was like, hand me the pen and paper, let's get started. And so then he started saying what kind of project he wanted to do, that he wanted to do a romantic comedy, something about him getting back out there. And so we started tossing around ideas. And as we started tossing around ideas, we kept getting sidetracked about talking about how bad dating actually is. And so that's how we developed this I Hate My Love Life as a unromantic romantic comedy. And so that's how we got Reggie. As for the other cast members, Roy Wood Jr. is a family friend. And so he did us a favor by being a part of it. He loved the script, thought it was really, really funny, and he added his own spin to it. As for Terry J. Vaughn, we also were able to get in touch with her through a mentor of mine, Kimberly Browning, who was a producer on another project that Terry was on. When I told her about our project, she was like, "You have to like look at Terry for this." And we ended up going and seeing a film that Terry was in at Tribeca. And then when we all went to see that film at the same time, and as we were watching that film, we're like, "That's her.
Yep.
That is our energy." And then for Daphne, so Orion actually brought up the idea of Daphne Springs because she has been blowing up on social media with her role as like the crazy girlfriend. And without going into too many details of what goes on in the film, when we saw her playing that role, we are like, She's perfect also.
She
And
was hilarious.
she was
She was
hilarious.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, she plays it well.
It so well. And so we reached out to her through her agent, and that's how she was able to join on as well.
Okay, thank you. And I know, and you introduced yourself and Orion, who's the actor on the show too. And Paula, you're the assistant director, right?
Yep,
The
assistant
director,
director, associate producer. Yeah.
associate producer, and Nia Watenza is the producer of
Yep.
I Hate My Love Life.
Right. Yep. And one of the writers. Yes.
One of the writers. Okay, I just want to make sure that we had all the proper introductions.
Yes.
Oh,
And
and I'm also the DP and the editor for the project.
Okay.
Wow. All of you getting together and putting this project together, it was hilarious. In fact,
thank you.
I was a little disappointed for the length. I'm like, okay, give me at least 30 minutes of it.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, we'll get into
I,
it.
I know I'm not going to call it up yet, but I know that when you are ready, you will. But it was such a tease. And let me and was it Orion or Orion?
Orion.
Okay,
Orion, like the
Orion, I got something for you
You
later.
can call him Orion.
I got something for you later, but you know,
All right.
your
I
costume.
think I know what it is.
Yeah, it's a.
Picking up what you're putting down.
But I'm going to throw this out. I guess anyone can kind of grab it. What do you think the film portrays in modern relationships compared to traditional romantic comedies? And I noticed the difference, but explain to my audience what did you do to make such a transition from yesterday and today?
Yeah.
That one.
Go ahead, Tiff. You want to take it?
No, I was gonna say you take it.
Yeah, no. So I think that what we did was we got real. We
Yes.
got real. That's what we did.
Mhm.
So at the time that we started kicking around ideas about this film, I had just got out of a relationship. I was in a relationship for just 4 years, and on the other side of it, I came out and I said, "Oh wow, these streets are ashy. What is happening?" Post-COVID, dating apps, all of the podcasts, gender wars. There was just so much happening in society and then also, we're all now trying to figure out in this modern age, what do we want a current relationship to look like? But somehow we keep thinking that we should have what grandma and grandpa had. So we're just all confused.
Mm.
So, we thought it would be really funny if we could show through the lens of a couple who, not like me for just 4 years, had been off the market for 25 years. And
Mhm.
they have gotten into a relationship back in the day when you just write your number on a piece of paper and hand it to somebody. What would it look like to them to explore the current times? And so that's what I think made it really funny is not only just being able to have that juxtaposition of what it used to be like and the shock and awe of you
Mhm.
jumping into it, but also to be able to use real stories. So we used real dating stories from some of our friends. And so, I think when you get a little bit real about the horrors that are out there, it makes it a little bit more realistic because folks have actually been through this. So, yeah.
You only know. You only knew, I should say. But I'll leave it at that.
Yes.
No, it was really relatable, and that's why I think in the theater, you got so many laughs because I think a lot of people could relate to the streets being ashy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to know how long did it take to make the project?
Yeah, 5 months. Can you believe
Okay.
it? 5 months from start to finish. So we were really dedicated. We were really on a mission to get this done. Partly because Tiffany is a professor and we needed to optimize her spring break.
Mm.
So or her summer break. So we had a deadline and but it was great to be able to do this exercise where from start to finish, we were running every day on the phone, every day trying to figure out a new challenge, every day trying to figure out who our cast member was going to be. But we pulled it off. We had a really strong community of folks that showed up between our mentors, between anyone who was just willing to hop on the phone and take a call from us as we were trying to get this together. People that booked their own flights to come out to LA to get on set with us and to
Mm.
help us out. So that really helped to expedite the process, but it also really helped to bring the love to the project as well.
Paula, keeping it real, because we're on the top real talk, by the way. What were some of the challenges in making this movie? If you can explain a few, I'm sure you must have had a few bumps. Oh, that would be Paula.
Paula.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say?
She's in there smiling.
I'm like, yes, we did have challenges.
Hard to say hello,
We had
hello.
them.
She went somewhere for a second.
No, you know what? I was about to say, who wants to take that? I didn't hear you
Yeah.
say it. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, we had plenty. There was no shortage of challenges. Obviously, with the time constraint, we're an independent film,
Mhm.
so building the money, finding the money to fund a project like this was a huge challenge. We tapped into any number of resources. People took out loans. We did, all sorts of fundraisers and I mean, everything you can imagine to raise money for this project. Um, I mean, and also any number of other little things. Like once you're on set, some people got COVID.
Mm,
Wow. Okay.
I'm some people.
Yeah.
oh,
And we followed the protocols, not until
Followed
after.
all
So just
protocols.
want to
I
make sure
actually
that's
didn't know.
clear.
I actually
Yeah, we didn't
didn't
know until later.
know until after it was over.
Good.
But different things happen on the set, and you just kind of have to roll with it. Do you guys have anything that I'm missing?
Yeah, I would Tiffany and I for a while we were saying every week there was a period of time we felt like every week we were getting punched in the face. Whether it was the nose, we really we had our dream set on, casting and folks that we wanted. And of course you shoot your shot and you're excited. And then someone turns around and they're like, love the script. No one said they didn't like the project. Love the script,
mhm,
but sorry, I'm working on something else. And so,
mhm,
there was the ups and downs of that. There's, to Paula's point, the challenges of fundraising can be a real beast.
Yeah.
But ultimately, because we're all such a tight-knit team, we were really able just to roll through it together. We really had God on our side, and ultimately, it was just it became a learning lesson in the end.
And truth be told, I mean, you see, it's the four of us. We're the core team. We had so many wonderful people in our crew um, that also just brought so much life to this set.
Mhm.
But we all wore a million hats, And I think the fact that we all kind of just jump in wherever we need to, something needs to be done. We just kind of get it done. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that we're able to deal with problems as they come and issues as they come really effortlessly, knock on wood, because our team is just everyone's on board. We're all in it together. So,
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say also too, we also when those problems arise, we also know how to check our egos at the door.
Ah, absolutely.
Work together to find a solution for those problems as they come. So, because we know also too, just working on individual projects outside of this, that we've seen other people and how they fold under pressure. And
Mhm.
we just wanted to make sure that, like, hey, we're in this together. No one's, on an island by themselves. So let's figure out a way to make this work. And we did.
And in addition to the four of us, we are very, very selective with our crew. We handpick every single person on there, and they also fit the vibes of having no egos, being easygoing, but also being really, really good at their job. And so
vibe check.
vibe check. They have to pass the
Check.
vibe check. And so when any problems arise, they're all willing to like jump in and make it the best project possible.
Well, as a filmmaker myself, I needed to have that question because everything you mentioned is so true. It is so difficult, but what you were able to do together is absolutely fantastic. I wish I could get more into the movie because I have so much to say about it, and I can't wait till we interview you guys again so I can just open it wide because
Yes.
laying down there at the bottom of my screen here, I have so much for you, but I'll have
oh, I mean, I was gonna go to them too. But first I wanted to say, since I had a chance to see you guys at the festival, and I saw your team on the stage, during the short story component, and um, I know this is an independent film. You guys, it didn't look like it or feel like it. The production part of it, and then seeing you guys together on the stage and everything, it looked like a team. It looked like a mainstream production. And then I've been following you guys since the festival's been over. So I'm watching the ride. I've been looking online and seeing the different festivals and everything, and seeing you guys on the on the carpet and everything. And I said, You guys look like you have a machine behind you. It does not look or feel like an independent project. So kudos to you guys for that.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you for
That means a
that.
lot, actually.
Mhm.
Yes.
Really,
A
it
huge
really looks,
compliment.
yeah, it really looks like a mainstream production. And Ryan, because I know
Oh yeah.
Ron and I want to see you about that because I mean, how was that? Like you stepped into the shoes of James,
Yeah.
and James ended up being more than we thought he would be. We'll say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And and then you're the the editor and the DP too. Like how was that for you?
Uh, it was definitely like a challenge for me because for me, it's like, all right, well, if I'm going to be the DP or something, I want to make sure everything looks right. I want to make sure everything is operating a certain way. And so when it came time for me to jump in front of the camera, I had to like really rely on my crew. I had to really just let go of the reins and trust that they were going to give me uh, what I needed in order to make the project, look its best. And so it took a minute for me to like kind of switch gears because I was trying to remember my lines, and then I'm talking with Terry right before our scene and stuff like that. But then I'm also like glancing over at the camera, like, is everything going all right over there? Am I in focus? All right. So it really took me a minute just to like just stop, be still, and then focus. And then once I did that, I was able to, you know, let all the stops out and just have fun with it.
Okay, so do you normally act too, or
Yeah. So
this your first time?
I actually started as well. I'll just jump back. I started in music, so I sing, so write, produce music as well. It's been a minute, but I'm coming back to that. But got into acting in college, and then I started doing that and pursuing that professionally. And then so one of my reps years ago was like, you should start creating your own content and teach yourself how to shoot and stuff like that. So I took that advice. So I taught myself how to shoot, how to edit, how to do the color and stuff like that. And then yeah, and I actually been working for myself since 2016, 2017, just being creative and doing things within the industry so I can continue to pursue my dreams as being a performer.
A couple of things that come to mind for me is, first of all, the colorization. Perfect. You nailed it.
Thank you.
Second of all, as I say, making a film is just like buying a house. Location, location, location.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Oh, thank you. But that's really like, that was like Tiff and Nia on that. Like they found the locations and locked those in. And Paula's daughter, Paula's daughter,
Okay.
this girl, 15 years old, wanted to come work on set with us. And she literally took control of the whole set design after we had a consultation with one of the people that we normally work with. And she took what was given to us and just ran that like a 20-year veteran. She killed it.
Yes.
Like all that stuff that you saw in the film,
The decorations.
that was Paula's daughter.
Wow, she's 15. Oh my goodness.
She's 16, but yeah, that's my baby.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she did a great job. I was a proud mama.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, you should be.
As a producer, I was wondering, like, does she have to go back to school? I mean,
Right.
The answer is yes, absolutely, yeah.
like, yes,
Better yet, why is she in school? I mean, if she was able to, she should be working.
Yeah. No, she did a phenomenal job. We partnered her with another adult each time, an adult volunteer, just to say, okay, if you need a little help, they can help you out. But she ended up running the department. So she didn't need any help at all. And then my mother also came out. It was, like I said, such a family affair. My mother came out and helped us set up the one of the art gallery scenes. So it was incredible to see how many people were able to flex their talents. Folks who had never done this before, and to help us. And hey, like you said, it turned out a great quality.
Yeah, it did. It did. So is she gonna follow in mommy's footsteps?
I don't know, to be determined. She actually has been working on a YouTube series and a podcast too. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right now she's about to graduate, so we need her to focus on her apps.
Graduated at 15?
She's 16. She's 16.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So what about the writers' room? Who came up with "I Hate My Love Life"? And give me some backstory on the writers' room. What went on in there? I mean, was it all cohesive and kumbaya, or tell me, give me
Oh,
something you can share.
You want the tea?
I want the tea.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So it was all pretty cohesive. It was started as just like a brainstorm of like just throwing out different ideas. And then like Nia mentioned, the dating stories that happen are actually based off of real life friends dating stories. So when one of my friends calls and they're like, "Oh, I had this terrible date," I'm like, "Yeah, girl, tell me about it." So if you tell me your dates, you might see them in the film at some point. And so we started off with that, and then circled it back to this couple who hasn't been on a date in a long time. And so that's pretty much how it came together. Just saying, "Oh, it would be really fun if we did this," starting off of somebody's real life dating story and then adding some exaggerations to it. And yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
pretty much, yeah. Pretty much everything was based on true events, and
Yeah.
like Tiff said, and one of the ways that we actually come up with like our scenes and how we write those scenes is just like we always just crack jokes about different real world events and stuff like that, and we just have fun. And
Mhm.
then we start saying something funny, then we write something down. Like
Mhm.
we're doing this in Miami. I think I had stepped out to go to the store or something like that, and Tiff and Paula were over here laughing about being coming from immigrant families and stuff like that, how they need to find Black culture and stuff like that. So it was just like,
And that spurs into another
yeah,
project that
yeah.
we haven't even talked about yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, everything usually just comes from us just being friends
Mhm.
and saying, "Wouldn't it be funny if we did this?" And then, fleshing that out more, and then it comes into a script. So that's how our quote unquote writer's room really works.
Now, Orion, I just want to piggyback on that and ask, did the ladies come up with your costume, or was that your own?
Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Let me let me interject here without giving too much away.
No,
Because
keep it
yes,
subtle, but
yes.
I'm itching to know.
So, in disclosure, Orion and I are engaged, right? So
Oh, okay,
this is
congratulations.
my
Congratulations.
other half.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
This
you.
is my other half. And so one thing that people always ask me after they see the film, they're like, "You made him do that? Like you made him do that character?" And I just want to let the record show that that was his idea. He
Hmm.
wanted to do everything that was in this film. He
Okay.
wanted to do, including the costumes. That's all I'll say about
Now,
that.
see, that's the tea I'm talking about.
Yes.
Now that I know the story,
Yes.
wow, Orion, you have a wonderful wife, man. I don't know if my wife would allow me into something like that, but then I probably couldn't play
She
the
likes
role
to
either.
embarrass me, so it's,
yeah.
it's
And there are clues, okay? If you
Okay.
pay close attention to Orion's artwork, you
Yeah.
will get subtle clues
Okay.
about who the man is.
Okay.
That's another fun fact that we'd like to say is that part of this project it was giving us all an opportunity to showcase our talents. And so
Mhm.
in the art gallery scene, Orion is a photographer in real life, just like
Wow.
James is a photographer in this
Mhm.
project, and all the artwork is his actual photography.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Guys,
That's good to know. That's amazing.
yeah, that's whew.
I
So
know.
many talents.
And
That's
look,
what I say. You guys are a talented bunch.
Yeah.
y'all
Look,
be
I feel
killing
like
it.
Paul, we should have had your daughter on too. I feel like we should have had her on too.
Yeah.
Next time, because I
Okay.
know that this is gonna blow up. Because that's my next question for you guys. I wanted to know about distribution. I know that you guys screened at, Martha's Vineyard and ABFF in Miami, and maybe FF for the audience that doesn't know, it's the American Black Film Festival in Miami. So are you coming? Are you getting distribution? Is this going to be a feature film? Is this going to be a TV show? Can you say? Is it too early to say?
Hmm.
Yes. You want to take that one?
Well, I feel like I've been talking a lot. So currently, right now, we are working on a TV series.
Okay.
Yes.
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 Yep. So we have a few. How much can I actually say right now?
Well, we're okay. So we are. What the plan
I
is,
don't want to give too much away, but
we're going to take the core cast that we have in the short film and we're going to expand the story. So, from what you see in the short film is the story of this couple who's been who are in their 50s, who've been married forever, like over 25 years, and they're frustrated with their love life, and they decide to try to go on dates with other people to see if the grass is greener on the other side. So they're in the stage of their life of I hate my love life, right? So the TV series version of it will be exploring not just them, but other people in different stages of I hate my love life. So whether it's a young person, a Gen Zer in their 20s, and what is it like for them to be dating? What is it like for a recently divorced person in their like 40s to be out there trying to date? What is it to be like the person who's giving everybody else dating advice, but your dating life sucks? And so we're going to see different people who all hate their love lives and then try to follow them as they get to a point where either they love their love life or they're content with their love life. And so that's going to be the premise of our TV.
Oh, that's great. Look, I'm a divorcee. I need a consultant. I can help you out.
What did I think?
Got some stories for us, Tiffany?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Yeah, I do.
We're here for it. We're here for
That's
all
what
of
makes
it.
it so relatable is that every time we are leaving a film festival screening, someone comes up to us and they say, first of all, the title sucked me in.
Yep.
I saw I Hate My Love Life and I said, I got to see what other people are going through. And then they come to us and they just start telling us stories. And so, it's time. It's time for us to start talking about this stuff. So absolutely, Tiffany, we'll get you on the phone too and hear what you're going through.
Look, absolutely. And look, Reggie Hayes' line for me was the most relatable line when he said, "We ain't made for these streets." I was like, I hollered. And then I was like,
Yes.
it was a lot of people. When I looked around, a lot of people were like, nah, they're like, yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
God's strongest soldiers out
You
here.
talk about a story though. I have an identical twin brother, and
oh wow,
can tell you some stories about dating with an identical twin brother. You
Oh, brother.
Oh,
Oh, we might need some twins
Oh,
in our
yeah.
series.
you would love that.
Switch
I'm
ups?
still embarrassed to say. But I did something.
Oh,
I'm not proud of it, but I did do it, and
all the stories, all the stories.
Yeah, we want them all.
I know we don't have a lot of time here, so I wouldn't take up much of your time with that. But I will say it had to do with dating. You think I should go into it too?
I think we want the tea because you wanted some tea.
Yeah.
We want
Right.
you
Look, as long as they gonna get you in trouble, go ahead.
Yes.
Well, we were martial artists. We were teaching class. I had the teenagers on the lower floor. My brother had the adults upper floor. And there was a young lady that really liked him. But he had a girlfriend. And at the time, I didn't. So for some reason, she just didn't give me the time. I would, ask her out. She says, no, I like your brother, blah, blah, blah. I got with my brother one day and I said, look, let's trade classes. So I'll teach your class. You teach mine. Well, unbeknownst to her, I'm just moving along. And then all of a sudden, one day I say, I'd like to go out with you. And she says, oh, really? So we start dating. 2 years later.
Not 2 years. Not 2 years.
2 years later.
What?
I told her what I had actually done.
Wow.
And
Wow.
all I can say is I'm glad she didn't have a gun at the time.
Wow.
Oh my God.
But there's more to that story, but that's the crux of it. And
She talks about you to this day. You know that, right?
to this very day, I'm sure I'm in her, I'm probably all in her DMs or whatever you call it. But I did that.
Wow.
That's
So
a good
the
one.
streets that people are not ready for are the streets that you're in, Ronald.
Right.
Yeah.
You are the one creating chaos in the streets. We see.
Exactly. I hope that woman has schooled her own children because she probably has some by now about that.
I would be afraid to look her up.
right.
I just wanted to ask
That's for a
too.
later date.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Say
later.
that on a later date.
And if
But
you
so
want to fuck, you're more than welcome to use it. If you, I'm
and
sure
tweak it and make it funnier and
we'll draw laughs. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But
but
anyone can
Love it.
ask this.
We love it.
What message do you hope to convey through the humor of this film? But at the end of the day, what is it about dating that you really want us to know?
I'd say one of the messages for the short film is if you are in a relationship and it's working for you,
Mhm.
don't go to Instagram, don't go to your friends. Don't start receiving these messages that make you think that your relationship isn't enough.
Mm.
One thing that we played around with was this idea that one of the things that's really shaking up relationships right now is that everybody's thinking that somebody has something better. And
Mm.
so that's a lot of what the short film gets into is them
mhm,
thinking that they could do better in the streets and then realizing that no, actually, if I watered the grass at home, it would grow. And so that is one of the things. I think we have a very disposable society right now. So
mhm,
it's really before you think it's time to tiptoe out, love the one you're with. Now, in the series, we want to take people on a journey because
mhm,
again, there's so many different topics that we can cover in dating and love. But ultimately, in the series, we want that to be fleshed out in a way where folks can start to look at what are some of the challenges I'm experiencing, laugh at them, but be able to check it at the door and say, okay, how do I get to a point where I love my love life? How do I resolve this? How can I see a character that may be going through something I'm going through? I may laugh about it, but actually maybe it makes me think about how I could do better or change. So there's kind of a message we're shooting for in the future and kind of what we got now.
Absolutely.
I feel like you kind of answered my question a little bit because I wanted to find out about how people can see the movie. I know before you still adapting it into a TV show, and that may take some time. So in the meantime, do they have to go to festivals to see the short film? And I was going to ask about other projects on the horizon. So it's twofold, my question.
Okay. So I can start answering that. So we have actually been selected thus far for 16 film festivals.
Oh, wow.
Total. And I don't know that we've even heard back from all of them just yet. So we've had 5 wins, 1 nomination,
Mm-hmm.
but we do have a few coming up soon. So we have the Women's Film Festival in Philadelphia. Will
Mm,
be in the International Black Film Festival as well. Baltimore International Film Festival.
Okay.
Laugh After Dark, which is in Vegas, will be there in October, and will also be in Los Angeles in October as well. And all the details of that you can find on our Instagram, I Hate My Love Life
okay.
film on IG.
Okay.
So if you'd like to follow us, um, you can keep up to date with all of our movements, all of our festivals that we're going to be going to. So,
Okay, so we'll make sure that we put that down in the description so people can follow and the different areas that you'll be showing the festival. Because the Baltimore, I'm like, we're in the DC
Yeah, we're,
area, so we might have to pull up and support
yeah,
you
pull
guys.
up,
oh,
pull
Pull
yeah.
up
up.
on us.
Oh, let's not say might. We
Yeah,
will. I was hoping
yeah.
you might. We're planning to go to one in New York, and I was hoping you might be there. But
The
Baltimore's,
ABFF, they're doing a pop
yeah.
up, but they've been to
Oh, they've
ABFF
been right,
already.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because in
So,
Miami.
yeah. So Baltimore's perfect. Yeah, that would be great. Absolutely wonderful.
To
Hmm.
If you had
piggyback
another
on what
question, too.
And to piggyback on what Paula said, one thing that could really help is when you do follow us on I Hate My Love Life film, if you could go to the trailer and check that out, make a comment, that's going to really, really help us as we navigate trying to get this on TV. We need a lot of engagement from
Okay.
our potential audience members.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
we can use that. We can put the Instagram tag in the
Yeah.
our piece too. So go
Yeah,
ahead.
we can put that in there. Hmm.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Um, I'm wondering. I'm like, can we use the trailer or would it be copyright? It would be a copyright thing to promote
For
it
us,
with.
no, we're use the trailer. We give you
Trailer.
permission.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's recorded, so we can't go back and say, "No, we ain't giving permission for that."
Well, I mean, like on YouTube, they can,
So YouTube,
sometimes
yes, Lord,
yeah. So
yeah,
that's what I was wondering if we could use your trailer to help promote
Okay.
the interview and the the show. I mean the movie.
Yeah, do it.
Absolutely.
And then if you run into
Okay.
any issues, we'll help you work through that.
Oh, good.
Okay. Okay, that'll be great.
Mhm.
And so you guys have other projects on the horizon besides this? Even though I'm excited, I can't wait to see this on TV because I'm already thinking this is going to be along the lines of like Blackish or Grownish.
That's
That's what I thought about it. It gave me those type of feels.
Oh, thank
nice,
you.
nice.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So yeah, we do have a couple projects that are on the horizon right now. They're still in very much like pre-production, but we're working on one that's like kind of like a thriller horror. I'm actually a huge horror and thriller buff.
So is Ron.
Hey, my man. And so we have something like that we're working on. I would say kind of reads along the lines of like the show From and Tales from the Crypt type of thing. And then we also have another comedy that we're actually working on as well, which that's going to be, I don't know. That's how do I even describe that one? That's something that's like, it's like a new idea of sorts, but it's I think it's something that a lot of people are going to resonate with, especially if you have kids that ain't cool.
Yeah.
I remember those.
Yes. But one of our main goals is to really uplift the Black culture. And so in both of those, you'll see, Black people living well, but also experiencing things that we all experience in life. And so we're excited. It's a little too early to talk about them right now, but we're excited to show it to you.
And before we go, Ryan, and it's okay if you don't want to answer the question. How did you feel in that costume? I mean, you. I can't say you wore it well because you might look at me as strange. But how did you feel in that costume?
Oh man, that outfit was, when I first tried it on, it was like a day. I think it was like a day before I actually filmed that scene. And so I just tried it on while we were in the middle of shooting like the bathroom scenes or whatever. And the laughter that we got from the crew was everything. Like I was just like, oh yeah, this is
the one.
Yeah. And so
and no one had seen it. No one had seen it on set.
Oh really?
No, I
until
think
he came out and we were filming.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
You
right.
showed it to me the day.
Yeah, I showed it to Tiff. But outside of that, yeah, it was just like, hey, I'm just being another character, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't anything different for me in terms of like I'm used to just playing characters. So it's this, I just looked at it as that. But one of the nice little nugget about that. So in the film, when Terry sees me, that's her first time actually seeing me.
So you got her real reaction.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's perfect, man. That is absolutely perfect.
And they were good too. Terry and Reggie did together, like the way they played off each other. I was just like, you could tell they're vets.
Yeah, I think that too.
They're not new to this; they're true to this because the comedic timing for both of them was so spot on.
Yeah. The improv between the two of them was incredible. It was incredible. Because the script, we had a great script, but they took it and they just went to the next level. I mean, there were moments that they were doing things, coming up with stuff, and just had us in tears. So yeah, definitely vets, definitely OGs, and we were just delighted to have them.
All y'all had it. Did a great job, especially even was it Megan Falcone? Is she the one? Is she the one that the Hakuna Matata when she was singing? Oh my gosh! When I rewatched it, I was dying.
We had so many takes from that scene, and every single one was different. Every single one. She came up with new songs and new things to say.
Oh my gosh!
One take, she said Priyanka Chopra in it.
What was the line, Tiffany? I think you might have said it that she had. It was
The
so
Hakuna Matata. She
yeah.
was singing. She
I
said
hadn't heard
Hakuna
that in so
Matata.
long, and I
I
cracked up.
hollered. I was like, "That's the Lion
Oh, wow.
King."
So I can't wait to see more of it. I've already seen it 3 times.
Hey.
I think I will see it again now that I know
Yeah.
Orion, and I will watch it again, and it'll be probably even funnier than the first 2 times.
You binge watched our film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I've already made it a feature film, so you don't have to do anything. It's already in my head.
Well,
But
then we'll have to come out and support when they come to the Baltimore
definitely.
Film Festival, and then bring others out to support and everything, so they'll be ready for it when it does hit the TV screen.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, it has been fun. It has been a pleasure. It has been a joy. You are all beautiful people. And, it's one thing to see Black people making it, but when you see Black people striving and doing their own thing, man, I get chills every time I look at, people like yourselves who are doing things and making it real. I
Mm-hmm.
really appreciate you guys. And I hate to go, but I don't want to waste your time. But we have had a wonderful opportunity here, and you
Mm-hmm.
will see us again.
And thank you for the opportunity to come on our show. We really appreciate it. We're honored because, like I said, that film feels like a mainstream production. I can see it on TV. Like I said, I can see it. And when it is on TV, I was like, I saw that when it was at the festival. Yeah. I saw it when it was just a short film.
Yep.
And I know it's going to be huge for you guys. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we were able to make this happen. And thank you, Nia.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Thank you.
And Tiffany and I on our show, we go at it. It's point counterpoint with me and Tiffany. But lately she's been showing up, on the
Lately.
I mean, she's, most times I can barely agree with much of what she says on our show, but and we do that kind of deliberately. But she said to me, you need to go to this Martha's Vineyards thing, and I'm like, I'm trying to get there, but I was working on the studio thing, and I was doing some other things, and I couldn't make it. And when she came back and she told me about what some of the experiences she's had, particularly this one, I'm really jealous now.
Yep. Ronald, listen to Black women.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
If that's not the quote of the year, listen.
Okay. We will never fail you. We will never fail you.
And especially when it comes to trips.
Yes.
That the aunties are taking to have a good time. You listen, because we know how to have fun.
Okay.
We had a good time. We saw all these wonderful films, met all these talented people like yourselves and everything. I felt affirmed that week. I did. And I told Ron and Tiara's our other co-host. She's not present tonight, but yeah, I was like, I wish you guys had gone because I said I saw some amazing films.
Well, I'm going to use that phrase. I'm putting it on a T-shirt. Just
in case you forget.
Yeah, no. Trust me, I have a reason not to forget, but I want the world should see that. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Especially if their name is Tiffany, you really
exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Or you can make a T-shirt that says "Listen to my co-host."
I'm not going.
And on the back it says Tiffany.
That's too far. That's a bridge.
I trust.
Well, we're good with Listen to Black Women.
Okay.
We're good with that. That says it all.
All right, guys. It's been a pleasure. And have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
It's the spot. Real talk, keep it real in the zone. Voices full of truth, this is where we've grown. So turn the volume up, let the wisdom flow. With Tiara at the helm, it's the way to go. Real talk, keep it real in the zone. Voices full of truth, this is where we've grown. So turn the volume up, let the wisdom flow. With Tiara at the helm, it's the way to go. Each episode, we dive deep in the scene. From hot topics to dreams, living out the dream. We keep it authentic, never fake or phony. In a world full of noise, we'll keep it homely. Rhyme brings the heat, got those jokes on deck. While Tiffany adds style, bringing that respect. Together we're a fam, united we stand. On this journey of knowledge, let's take a hand. It's the spot.